OK, gosh, I've just seen myself in the monitor. I don't think I look like I'm on a hen do, but that is the point. Can you see the lettering there? Is that visible under our spotlights? It says the word, hang on.
Bride.
It's hard to see, isn't it? Bride. So that's now available from shops, as is the veil. And I can't see the autocue. Got the old beekeeper outfit. Right, so your calls on whether this is too much trouble. Look at Mike over here, wearing, again, the hen do outfit. And young adults online, look at Paulette here. You look amazing, Paulette. Young adults online are sharing how much it's been costing just to go to the hen do or the stag do, but it's the hen do that's costing the money. And one woman told the story, she felt she had to spend £1,000 when she was invited to Ibiza, Paulette.
You see, now, I read this story this morning, and for me, I don't have an issue with it. If you can afford it, do it, because it's great fun.
It puts pressure on other people.
It does put pressure on, but people have to learn to say no. And this is where you develop character. If you can't afford it or you haven't got the time to do it, you have to learn to say no. Wow. But Paulette herself, myself, I'd love to do something like this. I never did this when I was getting married. You could only go to the local club. So I didn't actually get the opportunity to
Mike, have you ever been on a hen night?
I've never been on a stag night, let alone a hen night.
You're joking?
No, I utterly refuse to go on stag nights. I think they're pathetic. A load of blokes, who are amateur drinkers for most of their life, suddenly become wild drinkers, I think it's a terrible insult to the bride if you've got to say, listen, darling, we're getting married on Saturday, but on Friday night I'm going to go out and get so bladderated I won't be able to remember marrying you, OK? How do you like that? Yeah. But all these guys together, all being macho, and I hate stag nights.
Stags are different, and I've got a friend who had this, never have it the night before the wedding.
Well, I'd never go to one, really.
He came to the end of the aisle to say the vows, and he then had to excuse himself and vomit.
Exactly.
It's terrible.
And as for the hen nights, have you ever been down the quayside in Newcastle and seen a hen party arrive in a stretched limo with a load of girls who've already been on the lash for 3 hours, falling out all over the road, exposing their underwear and this kind of stuff, right?
Mike, this is a different type of hen night. This is a different type of hen night. Yeah. These guys are going abroad to Spain, Benidorm, that place,
so
and then they're spending
in Benidorm.
They spend a weekend there. They get a bit of sun. They enjoy the tequila or whatever the drink is out there. Well, go on the lash, as you put
2
it,
days on the lash,
and they enjoy themselves. I have to be honest with you. I cannot see a reason why I would say ban it.
You wouldn't enjoy doing that for 2 days.
No, I wouldn't.
I
think people... I would. I think I would.
I've
never done it, to be honest. Right. But I'd have a real laugh because it would... But my view is, why stop people's pleasure? But if you can't afford it, you have to be able to say, I can't afford it and I can't do it.
The study we're looking at suggests the average price can be anywhere between £700 and £1,700 per person, a lot of it depending on whether you stay in the UK or go abroad. And of course, sometimes people make a weekend of it. And I think it is what's great when you're looking at the hen night or hen weekend is it is a chance for all the women involved in the wedding to get together without the blokes and basically slate them for 2 days. That seems to me like a good hobby.
I think it's vindictive. I think, these hen night things, again, just an excuse to get absolutely bladderated ahead of settling down to a life of wedded bliss. You might as well say, look, I've got to prepare myself with lots of drugs just to go through the ceremony.
I don't know where this thing of 1970s-style drinking comes from. The fact is, as we know, Gen Z are not drinkers.
As much.
They aren't as much, yeah. I mean, they may be taking drugs.
Well,
I
they
don't
should
know.
cancel a hen night then, because a hen night's all about, getting...
stop killing people's joy. Well, I got married 38 years ago and I was blathered. I had this leather dress on and I'll be honest, up to this day, I don't know where it went to. And that was 38 years ago and I'm still happily married. The point is, if that's your choice, do not spoil people's joy. We have enough sadness going on in this country at the moment. If women want to get together and have their end night, good on them.
I've got no issues with it.
When I was knocked out of Strictly, I was still committed to going the following weekend to take a friend to see the show in Blackpool. So I went to Blackpool having been knocked out. And therefore I was kind of off duty. And I did get more drunk than I've been for the whole of my adult life. And when I woke up, I was in bed in the hotel and I was wearing a sash saying, "Congratulations, Nicola." And I think I'd accidentally joined a hen night. So, there we go. I mean, obviously I was alone.
We have those nights.
Yes,
Well,
well,
anyway.
I think, in the House of Commons, that would explain a lot.
I don't drink, by the
Well,
way.
I think they
Audience, one rum and coke is my limit. I am not a drinker.
No, and I think they need to start breathalyzing MPs when they vote. I really think you cannot have people going through there drunk.
Can I be honest with you? I have not seen an MP go through, I've only been there 3.5 years, but I'll put my hand on my heart, and I've not seen an MP, while they're voting, that they're drunk.
Oh, really?
They've hidden it well if they are,
okay.
but Paulette Hamilton have not seen it. MPs are very responsible.
It may have changed since I was down there in
There's
the
a
90s.
new group in.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Kim on Facebook says, "For my hen do, I went out for a nice meal. It was cheap and cheerful and enjoyed by everyone. Hen do's don't have to be expensive." So there we are. As long as they drink water, they're fine. That'll be a fine night for you, Mike. There'll be no bladderating.
No, look, if you're going to have a hen do, have a proper hen do and make sure that you don't wake up, for 24 hours, or don't have the hen do. But I personally think it is a poor level of behaviour and it has no part in my life. It never has done.
Now, I've got the baseball. I do not look like a hen here, do I? But I've got this says bride on it, this says bride on it. And these are all this is just merch for a hen do. It's not merch for the actual wedding, obviously. And this doesn't look like, how do you wear a veil, Paulette? Can you tell me?
Well, what I do is I put the brush thing, I push it that way.
Push it backwards into my
hair. And then I bring this forward. I bring the one bit of it.
Right. So
you
it's
see what
like
I mean?
That.
So that's how I do it.
I see. Well, mine.
You see what I mean? So I push it back, the brush, and then I
move it forwards. Yeah.
That's how I do it.
Carol in the West. Carol in the West Midlands. Hi.
Hiya.
Hey, have you been on a hen do recently?
I've never been on one, but I think they're a waste of money. My late husband and we actually had our hens and do's in my own back garden. We put up a marquee, we filled up buckets with ice, we put beers, all sorts of drinks, put a little bit of food on, and we only invited those who were old friends and family.
Isn't that the wedding you just described? Essentially the wedding, though. Isn't that
the wedding?
Well, I think the hen do, if you combine the hen do and the stag do and you invite everybody and have a marquee, that's the wedding.
Well, that's your perception, but to us it was the start kick off our wedding.
I see. And you just basically had the same event, but without the people you didn't like.
Yes. Yeah, I'll be honest.
That's perfect.
My back garden.
Absolutely wonderful. Called a sten or a hag, apparently, what Carol did. Put them together. Yeah. And then you got all kinds of trouble. Thank you, Carol. Yeah. Well, Mike, those glasses suit you. And they also unisex, I think.
Well, there you go. I mean, look, I'm not opposed to people enjoying themselves. I just think, in my view, it gives me a touch of the vapours when I see people out on hen and stag do's. It's poor behaviour. OK, Carol and Mike and Paulette, after the break, it's the paper.